Hey guys, it's Gary from Mr. Techie Gaming here on YouTube, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play of Euro Truck Simulator 2. So today we are starting a new game, and here we go. So I've created this new profile, which you can see here. So we are just creating this now. We are trying to get these mods working, but unfortunately they're not working on this profile. So what we're going to do, we're just going to continue this game. I'm just going to quickly set up my controller here. We'll get into more advanced controls later on, but just to start, I'm just going to have simple controls. We are going to start in Cardiff, which is in the UK. It's in the south of Wales. And I sort of live in the south of Wales, so it's sort of the nearest one here that is near to me. So we are just going to jump straight into the game. So as you can see, here we are. Welcome to Euro Truck Simulator 2. At last, you have the chance to experience your dream job, driving a truck. Your own transportation company is now open for business, but sadly you lack the money to buy a truck. For now you'll have to work for other companies as a driver for hire. Your task is to safely deliver a load of dry milk to Stock in Cardiff. Your employer has provided you with a vehicle and will cover all expenses. Don't let anyone down and arrive on time. Okay, so here we are in the game world. What I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to quickly go and set all the controls up how I'd like them on my Xbox One controller, and then I'll be back. Okay guys, so we are back. We are now back in our truck, and I have all the controls set up how I'd like them. So we are just going to go over here. And we are going to try and deliver this to the place it needs to be delivered. So we do have a trailer. So as you can see, we've just got the 30-mile-an-hour limit put on ourselves. So we're just going to go after this car. We just need to turn right. So as you can see, it is a little bit tricky, this driving of the truck. So we're just going to go round the roundabout. I'm just going to pull off here. We just have to deliver the first sort of trailer to this company here, so we're just going to turn left. And as you can see, we do unfortunately have a parking space to park in, which I actually suck at. So this could be a little bit entertaining. If it does take a little bit too long, what I'll do is I'll just skip it for now. So as you can see, we're driving a Euro Goodies truck. Now the mod I was trying to get working a little bit earlier on was the Jazzy Cat trailer mod, which I just hit that anyway. Which unfortunately is working on my normal profile, but when I created a new profile, it wasn't working for some reason. I did then try to sort of create the profile without the mod. That worked fine, and then I tried to sort of turn the mod on, and it still seems that for some reason it's not liking that profile, that mod. I'm not sure if it's sort of a new version of Euro Truck that's done it, and because the profile of my last profile was created in a sort of different version, if you like, it's sort of working. I'm not sure what the specifics of it are. But unfortunately it isn't working. So I did just skip that sort of delivery, just parking that up. Obviously I need to get used to that off camera, just so that we're not here all day trying to just sort of park a thing. So as you can see, this is your headquarters, a little shed with loads of graffiti on it. It's a pretty basic garage. It may not be much, but it's a start. Unfortunately, you haven't got anything to park there yet, so there are no trucks in sight. Once you've earned enough money and bought a truck, you'll be able to move in the world freely and run your own business from here. Good luck! So as you can see, we've just got job market at the moment. If you click drive, it says you cannot move freely about the world because you don't have a truck to drive. You could purchase one or take one from your fleet. So as you can see, we can't actually just free roam at the moment. So we need to go to the job market and get a quick job. So as you can see, we're currently in Cardiff, but it doesn't matter where the starting location is of these jobs because they're just quick jobs. We're just trying to get some money in. Obviously we're renting the truck, so we sort of start in the location of the job, if you like. So if we take this one, we do start in Cardiff, so we can go from Cardiff to Birmingham, and that'll pay €23.30 a mile. Now what I'm going to actually do, I'm just going to go to the options a second and change that so it is showing in pounds. That's simply just hopefully most of my viewers are sort of in the UK, and that's going to be the best for everyone if we set it to pounds. So just give me a second, I can get that set to pounds. The GBP, there we go. So now if we go to quick job, we can see that this pays £18.64 a mile. So let's just take that one. It's for a reservoir tank, 6 tons, and it's with sort of a made-up company. So during the job I will talk a little bit about that mod that wasn't working. So as you can see, we're now in a DAF truck, and you can see we've already got that attached to the back. So let's go on our merry little way. We are actually going to go deliver this, so we're just going to try and get out of this sort of place we are currently in. So that mod that I had installed that I mentioned isn't working on this profile was actually called Jazzy Cat, and it was called sort of cargo's, I believe it was sort of a cargo replacement mod. Now all that was doing was sort of replacing all the cargo, which was obviously quite obvious, but what it was doing in terms of that was it was sort of replacing all the logos and things with sort of real companies. So whereas when the game was designed, they didn't really get any of the licenses for any of the sort of real delivery companies, what that mod would do is it would sort of just add those logos back in. So for example, you could be driving a truck that said DPD on it. Now in DPD, sort of in the UK, DPD is a company that we have over here. I'm not sure if it's worldwide, but DPD sort of deliver all sorts of stuff, and it's one of the carriers that Amazon Prime uses in the UK, especially for Sunday deliveries. So it is a really good carrier, and we can get that on Eurotruck with that mod, but that mod wasn't working, unfortunately. Okay, we just hit that car. Let's go back a little bit. I have new mail. Woo! I hear that every single day. You have new mail, because I get way too many emails. So we're just gonna, I don't actually know what I'm doing at the moment. So let's just try and get out of this place. It is a little bit confusing, so don't actually know where we are. But it's all good because you get to see this firsthand. Someone trying to play Eurotruck. Why am I even in here? Oh, okay, so there's an arrow up here, which kind of would imply why is there an arrow up here? Okay, that's weird. Luckily I haven't damaged my truck just yet, even after all this sort of driving around trying to get out. It is a little bit confusing, this one place. So some of them are a little bit confusing, but this one isn't. Sorry, most of them aren't confusing, but this one is, unfortunately. So we're just going to drive around a little bit just to see if we can find the way out. Okay, so you seem to have to go to the opposite direction of the arrows to get out. As you can see, we're heading towards the exit now. So we're just gonna drive up here and just see if we can get on the road. So here we go. There's the barrier. So here we go. We're getting out on the road. We are currently, I believe we're currently in Cardiff, or we've got to get to Birmingham. So obviously some of the things within the places are correct. So if you live in Wales, you know that there is the Millennium Stadium in Cardiff, and that is recreated on here, but obviously the roads aren't correct, if you know what I mean. So we're just going to see if we can get this delivery to Birmingham. So the graphics of this game are quite good. There's regular updates to this game that add sort of new features, bug fixes, etc. And there's quite a big sort of selection of mods that you can get for this game. So it is sort of moddable. But as I said, I was having issues myself with the mod that I had installed. So just turn my indicator on a second, just see if I can go. So it looks like we can go. I'm not sure what the button I've set for is to reset the camera. So obviously I've got this set up on my Xbox One controller for Windows. So I just plugged a micro USB cable into my Xbox One controller and plugged it into my PC. I installed a few drivers, and now we can use this on our PC. So we do have to turn left again to go towards Birmingham. Okay, I took that a little bit wide. I'm on the wrong side of the road. But we can just go over here now. So this does struggle a little bit up hills. This is quite a good game. I would highly recommend it. It is often on sale on Steam. So if you do use Steam and you haven't got this game, it is quite an easy way to pick this up. Is through a Steam sale. It has been in the Humble Bundle a few times as well. I bought mine off Steam, I believe, on sale, and I got this with the Going East DLC, which is some DLC for sort of East Europe. That I got both of them for about £3.74. So if you are looking to pick this game up, I'll leave a link in the description box below to sort of the to the link to this game on Steam. If you add it to your wish list, Steam will send you an email when it's on sale, so you can sort of buy it when it's full price. It's normally not too expensive, I don't think, but obviously it is a lot better to get it on sale. So there is some few things that matter in this game. As you can see, there's a train going past, which is nice. So the barrier went down, and we have to wait for this to pass and the barrier to go back up. So just give it a second. As you can see, the barriers are going back up now, which means we can now cross over the railway line. So there's things like that I just love in simulator games. And this game is just, I don't know, it's just awesome to play. I could sit here playing this for hours and hours and hours. There is some cool things like a radio player, which sort of links to internet radios. There's internet radios all over the world on here. The only reason I don't have that turned on right now is because obviously radios play music, and music can be copyrighted. So I'm going to leave that off for now. Okay, so if you look at the bottom of the sat-nav there, it shows that our ETA is Monday at 13:51, which is we do have 96 miles left to go, and that should take us 2 hours and 29 minutes of in-game time. I'm not too sure how the in-game time is calculated. it seems to be sort of every few seconds the minute goes up, so obviously it is a little bit faster than normal time. And the roads, they are quite vast, so if you go from Scotland to sort of Cardiff, you'll know that it is a long way, but it isn't quite as big as you'd like. I did have the original game of this, so Euro Truck Simulator 1, and that was honestly terrible compared to this. Like, this it just doesn't. My brain hurts when I think about the first one now, because this one is so vast. So yeah, it is brilliant. So if you look across the top of the sat nav, you can see we've got a petrol gauge. So in this game that there is sort of petrol stations you have to stop at, just to top your petrol up. So you do have to pay for petrol when you've got your own truck, but when you haven't, that's all included in the money that you get. So we do have to turn by here. So it doesn't look like anything's come in, so we're just going to do a little turn here. So I do use the indicators in this game. I've got them sort of bound to the LB and RB buttons on the Xbox One controller. So we are just driving now, just to get to Birmingham, just to drop this off. So that we can sort of switch views. So as you can see, I'm carrying a massive sort of reservoir type object. It is a little bit tricky to drive in this view, so I'm just going to switch back to the internal view if I can. Okay, so there we go. We'll just switch back to the internal view, and we're just going to carry on a second. So you can see sort of at the bottom of the screen there, we've got a speed limit of 40. And at the top you can see my miles per hour there. As you can see on the map, we've just had a petrol station appear, so we can get petrol there. We also do have speed cameras, so the speed cameras will go off, and then you can get fined for that. So there's services in 200 miles. As you can see from my sat nav, we have plenty of petrol. I am going quite a little bit over the speed limit, so if I do go past a speed camera, I will get fined. It has just gone down to 30 miles an hour. It is nice to drive on motorways in this game, but it is a little bit easier just to follow your sat nav. That does take you on motorways, but for this journey it seems to be trying to avoid it for a little bit. I'm imagining we're going to go on the motorway soon, which is what we call them in the UK. In America you call them highways, sort of the fast road, if you know what I mean. So if you're moving between major cities, you go on a sort of a major road, and sort of you have really high speed limits, and you can get there a little bit quicker. But obviously at the moment we're just driving around normal roads. There is sort of traffic in this game. There is a multiplayer mod, and the multiplayer mod is awesome, but in a sense that there is no AI cars, so unfortunately it is just other trucks in the game, and sometimes there's traffic jams, and it is honestly really quite fun, the multiplayer. So I might eventually play that on this channel. So we are coming up to our turn. So we are going on to the M5, which is actually a real motorway here in the UK. We have sort of M roads, so we have the one that we get on where I live, sort of to go anywhere, is the M4. So we just get on that, and then we end up we can go wherever we need to go then. So it's sort of like a highway, and that's just, so we have them named with M names for motorway, and then we have A roads, which are sort of major roads that aren't motorways. So they're sort of not motorways, but they're sort of other roads that you generally a lot of traffic goes down, and then we also have sort of B roads, and we have all sorts of other stuff like that. So I can see that we have average speed camera checks at the moment. So you can see there's the first one there, and it works a little bit like the speed cameras do in Britain. So in Britain we do have average speed camera checks, and what they do, there's sort of 2 cameras over a stretch of road, and what they do is they work out your average speed limit, your speed. So you sort of have to be sort of slow through all of it, just because it takes an average of your speed while you're driving through those things, and they sort of work out then sort of your average speed and whether or not you've been going over the speed limit. So it looks like I didn't get fined by them, and now it's not speed limit anymore. So there is random roadworks in the game, which is I find quite awesome. So the speed limit has now gone up to 60, so I can put my foot down a little bit. We are only 31 miles away, so we don't have that far left to go. I'm hoping to bring this Let's Play out quite often along with my Minecraft videos. This video is coming out on Monday, and unfortunately there isn't a Minecraft video today. Hopefully we can get another one in later in the week, but at the moment there isn't one for today. So we are coming up to some more services. You can see that there's beds there as well. That's another thing that you have to do within the game. You do have to sleep, and if you don't sleep you can get fined, and you can also fall asleep while driving as well. So this truck doesn't seem the fastest of the trucks. I can't even honestly get up to 60 mile an hour. I'm doing 55 at the moment. I've got cars overtaking me all the time. It is telling us we do need to pull sort of out, because they do sort of have filter lanes on the motorway in the game. So sometimes it'll do what it's doing now, where it says sort of the M5 is the left-hand lane is going to turn off, so you got to make sure you're in the centre or the outside lane. Sorry, the centre or the inside lane, just to make sure you don't get off there. So as you can see, they're going off to Cambridge, and that's onto the M6. So yeah, so we're just going to drive around this bend. Sort of the bends are the sort of tricky part of the game, if I'm honest. You're trying to get your speed up enough to get on the motorway, but also to get around the bend. And we are going to Birmingham. We do only have 30 miles left, so hopefully we can get into Birmingham. I am aiming to sort of go through everything in the videos, just so you enjoy them more, because you can see what's going on. Hopefully some of you have played this game before and understand what is going on, so hopefully we can get a good Let's Play going for you. If you do enjoy these videos, please sort of feel free to sort of share them with your friends on sort of Facebook, Twitter, all that sort of thing. And you can drop the video a like. That would also help me out loads, and I really do appreciate it. Yesterday I had someone comment on one of my Minecraft videos, sort of the first part of the Let's Play, and honestly that made my day, that someone took time out of their day to leave sort of feedback on my video, and honestly I can't thank them enough. So we are just coming up to Birmingham now. I do believe that this is a great place. It is one of the major cities in the UK. So we are just coming up to them now. This guy just pulled out, I mean, sorry. So we are in Birmingham. As you can see, Birmingham is now discovered, which means we can get jobs starting in Birmingham. We do also level up as a driver, and we can get certain skills like long distance driving, which you do require to drive long distances if you like. So there are some sort of different skills we need. So I'm going to zoom in on the map. I just have zoomed in on the map just to make it a little bit easier for us to see where we're going. So I'm going to turn my left indicator on, and we are going to turn left up here. We're going to make these lights. So there we go. So as you can see, the AI cars are quite cool in the game. They do sort of make the game, if you like. It would be a little bit boring without the AI cars or the multiplayer to be there just to give us something to drive with. So we're just going to go make this delivery. So I just pulled up on the curb and nearly crashed into a Mini, which obviously isn't ideal. We're just going to pull out a second. We just need to turn right up here. So let's go after this Mini. So in this game it is sort of about building a company. You can hire drivers to drive for you and stuff of that sort of nature. So it is sort of quite unique in the way of that. I'm quite amazed how I haven't taken damage to this truck we're loaning. So we are going to try and park this. Trying to park it inside is really quite hard. So we are going to try and sort of do this from the outside. I'm failing quite badly at this. Unfortunately, you can't sort of park it forwards. You do have to park it backwards, which is a little bit tricky. So we're just going to see if we can get this parked. As I said earlier, if I do fail a few times. It is really hard, so don't knock it till you try it. But if I do fail, I will skip the parking of the truck and just go. So we are getting closer. It is quite hard to get these vehicles sort of parked, but we are sort of trying to get this sorted. Okay, I'm just going to skip this for now. I will do some little practicing off camera. So as you can see here, we've just nearly leveled up to level 1. As you can see, we got 141 miles in, which is £2,701 and 227 experience. We got a damage of 2% while doing that, which took £251 off us, and we lost 31 XP. So we've got a total of £2,450 and 196 XP. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to end the video here. As I said, if you did enjoy the video, please remember to give it a like and add to favourites. Also subscribe to me down below, it'd be absolutely incredible. If you do like the video, sharing the video would honestly help me out loads, and I would appreciate it. There is a link if you'd like to share it to Twitter. There's a link in the description to click to tweet. You just need to click that and it'll take you to a Twitter page where you can tweet it out. So thanks for watching the video, and I will see you again shortly for another new video. Thanks. Bye.